In this exercise, we are going to learn how to create a camera in After Effects, and we will create this video. I go to After Effects, new composition. I'm gonna set the duration to 7 seconds. Okay. Right click, import file. I go to exercise 45 and select the two images. Click on import. I'm gonna drag and drop the cave image right here, and the torch, gonna drag and drop it right here. I'm gonna make both layers 3D. I activate 3D from here. I'm gonna go to tool view. I notice the cave image is too big. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. I scale it down, press S. I'm gonna set the scale to 60 like this. I'll make it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna take the image right here. I take it in the back. I move it on the Z axis. I'm gonna do the same thing here with this torch. I'm gonna move it on the X axis and I'm gonna move it back. Gonna zoom a little bit. I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna duplicate this torch. Control D, I duplicate, and I'm gonna take the copy right here. I try to make sure there is the same distance from here to here and from here to here. I'm gonna select both torches, Control D to duplicate, and I'm gonna move these two copies on the Z axis like this. I'm gonna place them right here. I'm gonna select this one. I'm gonna move it a little bit to the left like this, and I'm gonna select this one. I'm gonna move it a little bit to the right like this. Same thing, I try to keep the same distance from here to here and from here to here. Now this selected, I'm gonna press shift and select this torch also. Control D, I'm gonna duplicate one more time. I'm gonna move the copies on the Z axis like this, and I'm gonna leave the torches right here. Select this one, move it a little bit to the left like this, and this one, move it a little bit to the right. I think the torches are well positioned now, like this, on the right side and on the left side. Make sure you place them the same way, like this, on the top view, so we can get the same result in the end. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a camera in After Effects. To create a camera in After Effects, I can go to Layer, New, and look for Camera, or I can right click here, New Camera, or I can go to the timeline, right click here, New, and select Camera. We get this window, type of the camera. I'm gonna choose one node camera. We will discover the other type in another exercise. Name, I can name my camera anything I want. I'm gonna leave it camera 1. Preset, I'm gonna choose 50 millimeters. 50 millimeters is the focal length, and this is the closest to the human eye. I'm not gonna change anything else. I'm gonna click on OK. And here we have a camera 1 layer. We have a camera in the timeline. And if I zoom out here, we can see our camera right here. It does have a gizmo. We can move it. Gonna click on fit here, select the camera one more time, and notice when I move the camera, you see on the active camera how the video is gonna look like. When I move the camera like this, you can move it on the X axis. I can rotate like this. Control Z to go back. The camera is placed right here. This is what we're gonna see in our video. And now I'm gonna animate the camera. Camera selected. I toggle this down, transform, toggle this down, and I'm gonna animate the position, or I can simply press P to see the position only. I click on the stopwatch. Of course, make sure the playhead is at 0 seconds. Click on the stopwatch. I'm gonna go to 5 seconds, and I'm gonna move the camera on the Z axis like this until I reach this point, and I see the man in the middle and the two torches like this. Now you can see how the camera is moving, and if I play, this is how the video is gonna look like. I'm gonna make the camera animation even better. I select both keyframes, F9 to easy ease. I go to the graph editor. I'm gonna select this point right here, and I'm gonna move the handle all the way to the right. It's gonna start slow and then go fast. I'm gonna go back to one view, select fit here. I'm gonna leave the graph editor, and let's see the entire animation now. Full screen. The exercise now is finished. You go do the same and don't forget to save.